Hello again. Now, the situation in Alexandra in the northern part of Johannesburg seems to be tense between South Africans and foreign nationals. Several people have been injured following a standoff earlier today. It's believed that the conflict is related to the ongoing Operation Dudula. Well, let's get the latest this hour. Our reporter Lindokuhle Xulu still on the ground in Alex, joining us now live. Lindokuhle, what's the latest you can tell us about what's happening in Alex?
Well, Praten, the situation keeps on escalating here in Alexandra, just near the Pan-African shopping center. But right now, that Operation Dudula and some of its members went to another section of Alex. What they were doing, in fact, was to make sure that people are closing up in terms of vendors that would find themselves in this area. Now, what you are seeing there is an open space, Praten. I can confirm to you that it was a place where had occupied in terms of some of the tents that you are seeing that are now being in fact taken away by some of the shop owners. But I can tell you that the members of Operation Dudula came here and they essentially made everyone close shop, at some point being forceful in their manner of doing things and pushing some of the structures down. But at this stage, this particular area that you are seeing as an open area has been just shut down by the members of Operation Dudula. We're not sure where are they going to go next, but it's just been this thing. What I can tell you as well is that the law enforcement authorities were around this area, but they are not doing anything in terms of stopping the Operation Dudula members from coming and going, and at sometimes even vandalizing some stores. We're just trying to move closer to where the leadership of Operation Dudula was having a meeting just to speak to them about the developments. But I can tell you that there is no one that's been trying to stop this particular movement of Operation Dudula. I'll try to take PRO just on the side if you can possibly talk to us. PRO, may you please come this side. We've seen obviously what's been transpiring throughout the day, and we've spoken extensively about what is it that you want. There is of course some concern around the manner in which these things are carried out, some of your members being forceful and pushing those structures down. But just to give us a sense of really what is the plan and mandate here that warrants some of the action that you are seeing.
The plan and mandate going forward is that we shall meet with the relevant stakeholders, the bylaws, law enforcement, some of the leaders from our fellow African brothers and sisters side, and us, leadership of Operation Fiela. We sit down, we try and find an amicable solution as to how we're going to carry this out. We are still shaken. People are emotional. The radio interview on Alex FM broke people's hearts. People are intimidated. People are terrified. One of the leaders, Mr. Dube from Zimbabwe, said something very disturbing on air, that if government doesn't intervene, people will die and blood will be spilt because they are not prepared to go back home. So Alexandrans, the community, South Africans are shaken by this. We cannot control most of the people here. We've got the cops, we've got the police here, but
let's maybe just move closer to that scaffold. It seems that tensions continue to rise. I'll allow just my colleague to show a bit of what is happening.
Yeah,
but let's continue this.
What's transpiring there is that we also have fellow South African brothers and sisters. We also have fellow South African brothers and sisters who are against what we are doing. They're actually literally promoting what the foreign nationals are doing, which is attacking us, which is killing us. So we also have a problem. That is why we need Minister Begitele to come intervene. We need all government officials who can come and assist. Guys, Alexandra, the fire has erupted. There's a song that was being sang here saying Design Fire Brigade, which means the fire has erupted. It's not the actual fire, but it's the fire of death threats, it's the fire of attacks, it's actually the fire of murder that will be committed by foreign nationals, as per their leader, Mr. Dube from Zimbabwe, has said on the local radio interview.
All right, my sister, we will be with you throughout.
Still on the ground.
Obviously, operation, but then we are just really trying to make some sense in terms of what we are seeing, and obviously navigating through these crowds proving quite difficult. But I can tell you that police have not intervened anyhow in terms of what's been happening. On the other hand, you have foreign nationals that are saying they've got nowhere to go. They want to work hand in hand or side by side with South Africans. But on the other end, you have South Africans that are saying they've been confronted by foreign nationals, they've been beaten by foreign nationals, and now they are fearing the West. And they're saying that they want to carry this out, and also calling for law enforcement authorities to come to the ground and sort out these issues. But at the forefront is the call for South Africans that are part of this Operation Dudula to say that foreign nationals must leave this area and that they be able to operate. And as we're speaking, just on the background, another, in fact, structure that's just been brought down by Operation Dudula. This is the situation on the ground. At this moment, those injuries were earlier on in the morning. We've not seen any clashes, but I can tell you that tensions are continuing to rise in this particular area of Alexandra.
And there are no police present there at all. Earlier when we crossed to you, I saw about 4 or so officers next to you.
There are police officers, but they've just been stone throw away, just keeping away from this area in some of the scenes that you are seeing here. But I can tell you that they have not stopped this particular constituency of Operation Dudula members in terms of carrying out what they've been doing, which is what we are seeing at some of those visuals right now. They have not interfered with them. They've just been watching at bay, and I can tell you that they are stationed just next to some of the big shops around Alexandra, like that supermarket that we showed you earlier on. But in terms of stopping these particular people from making sure that these businesses are closed, they have not intervened in that case. So I can say that they've just been playing bystanding, and they've just been standing at bay watching all of this unfold alongside ourselves.
Thank you very much, Lindokuhle Xulu, there with the latest from the ground there in Alexandra, just in the northern part of Johannesburg. A group of local residents unhappy with the presence of undocumented foreign nationals there and taking action, as you've just seen there, and destroying some of the structures that are being used there by some of the informal traders. Police observing at this stage. Things are tense, but at this stage things don't seem to have escalated any more than was feared earlier today. Lindokuhle Xulu is on the ground. He'll keep on watching that story, and we'll bring you any developments as they happen.